in meeting the concerns and the needs of our Muslim community when those of your brothers and sisters have passed. But you are right. The timeline that we have is the police have advised that they are working to remove all bodies by the end of the day. There is, however, then a process that's led by the coroner, but we have imparted on the coroner the need for that to happen as quickly as possible. Pathologists have come in from around New Zealand, and pathologists are also coming in from Australia because we understand the need to move as quickly as possible. And I understand that when the earthquakes happened, that after death certificates were issued, that was when the 24 hours was activated at that time. That's my understanding, but we know this is your gravest concern. We have conveyed that to those who are working on the front line, and I will take that concern now back to agencies. I am leaving, however, here Wally Haimaha. He will remain here as a liaison between the police efforts, the coroners and the hospital to keep giving you advice as soon as we have it around expediting that process. But you're right. We are having to try and make sure we fulfill our laws and yours. And we are aware of both. Look, I think what I'll do is, I'll just take one more, and then, if you'll forgive me, I'm really, with urgency, do want to go and see our agencies. Just those two? I'll take the last two. I will have both, yes. From you and me. I'll convey the question in the microphone.
They got out of the mosque and he had a bullet on his back. They were putting a paste on his back, and from there I was escorted to the shop, a daily shop across the good mosque, and I was there. And I was wondering if my husband was taken to the hospital. And then my mother was not getting any ID, all his ID.
Okay.
Someone could take him to the hospital.
I will arrange that. Yes. Yes. Ma'am, can you come with me? We'll bring you we'll bring you outside. What we need to arrange is that you have family members with you as soon as possible. We know the names of those at the hospital, so that we'll make arrangements for someone to support you directly.
Thank you so much, Ms. President. My question is, I'm representing the Pakistani community over here. My gravest concern at the moment is we actually don't know what exact number of people is there from my community. And more important for me is one family has lost two members of them, and his name is Naim Rashid. He tried to actually save other people and left his life there. So my question is that, is there any possibility to get the names only? We are not, at the moment, we can control our communities to have a hold and patience and trust you guys, but just one thing which we need, because everybody over here would be more concerned about the names who are inside.
I can answer that question for you.
And very much worried about
Absolutely. Everyone wants information, so I'll answer this last question, and then I'll return to our agencies. So obviously in the hospital we know the names of those who are injured and those who have been provided. So we know we have roughly 40 individuals who are in the hospital, and those names have been provided. For those who are being removed from the mosque, that's obviously the work the police are doing is to identify. So those who have identities on them, that will be what the police are undertaking when they're removing the bodies from the mosque. Some may not. And so that's the work that the police will be undertaking as they remove those bodies, and they'll be acting on that as quickly as possible. So again, for regular updates on that, I will hand over to Wally Haimaha. But everyone, please, if you'll forgive me, I do want to go and make sure that I liaise directly with those who are
Okay, brothers, if you can just hold on after this, inshallah, we'll go and pray. and then we can come back and continue this conversation with the police.
We are within 1 hour. We're not going to wait 5 hours. I'm going to talk to the I'm appreciating your job, but we need to be up there within 1 hour.
Sulam Alaikum. It's part of our expression of sorrow and of our hope following the terrorist attack in Christchurch. I have invited Imam Nizam Al-Haq Tanvi to say a prayer. He will do so in Arabic, and then it will be repeated in English by Tahir Nawaz. Following this, my colleague Adrian Rudrafe will say the parliamentary prayer in Te Reo, and it will be repeated by Anne Tolley in English. Mr. Tanvi.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة إن الله مع الصابرين ولا تقولوا لمن يقتل في سبيل الله أموات بل أحياء ولكن لا تشعرون ولنبلونكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون صدق الله مولانا العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
These verses are called the verses of patience, which provide comfort and reassurance. Here is the translation of these verses. O all who believe, ask for help with patience and prayers. Verily, God is with people who are patient. And do not call those who are killed in the way of God as dead. In fact, they are alive, but you do not realize this. And indeed, we will test you with something: fear, hunger, loss of wealth, lives and fruits, and give glad tidings to those who are patient in trial. When those who afflicted with calamity say, verily, we belong to God, and truly to him we shall return. O Lord, our Honorable Prime Minister has said that Friday, 15th of March, was one of the darkest days in New Zealand's history. O Lord, make this day a source of light for this country and the entire world. The light which unites us all as one family. O Lord, our Prime Minister, the Deputy Prime Minister, the Governor General, Speaker of the House, many other MPs, the police, mayors of Wellington, Christchurch, and other cities, medical staff in Christchurch, other organizations and religious groups, and all New Zealanders have dedicated their time and effort to help and support us. O Lord, I ask you to help and bless them all and reward them accordingly. O Lord, we ask you to accept those who lost their lives as martyrs and give them the highest position in paradise. O Lord, we ask you to give full recovery to all those who were injured. O Lord, we ask you to grant patience and hope to all the family members affected by this tragedy. O Lord, we ask you to protect New Zealand and the whole world from such calamities. Amen.
Amen.